Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual Hockey League VHL Championship Finals preview. It's early in the morning here. Well, not that early. It's like 6:30, of course, maybe 7 o'clock. I'm heading off camping today. Took the day off work, so heading camping. I thought I'd get this in real quick. Go over the matchup here. We've got not a real successful conference finals for my predictions or for my team. Went 0 for 2. I picked myself over Carolina, and I picked Vancouver over Winnipeg. Both I picked 7-game series. Wolf put me out in 4. It was pretty ugly. I've had no time to do anything looking at lines or any of that crap when I was in that matchup, so I didn't send in lines or nothing. I just basically folded. He got the jump on me here, and they were 1-goal games early there, but just not enough. He's got a better team. I pushed. I wanted to win real bad. Been a number of years now. I make trades to try and win. I wanted to. It's disappointing, but I'll give the credit there. Better team. The other side, Winnipeg, I keep picking against them, and they're just dominating. They've won every round in 5 games. Just thumping everybody. So good on Matt. You're doing a good job there. I'm going to look at these this matchup here. You got Winnipeg versus Carolina. If you look at power play, penalty kill, penalty face-offs, hitting, goals, 4 goals against. These are the best 2 teams. Those stats mean nothing really head-to-head. It is what it is now. They're just going to match up and go. So all that is not really relevant. There's no real glaring stats there that are an advantage. The only one that could be is penalty minutes. Winnipeg's I think they were 15th to 16 in penalty minutes. They take like 13 minutes a game. Wolves' team takes 9. They're the most disciplined team in the league. That said, a lot of that was early in the playoffs for Winnipeg. They made a change there along the way. Nicholas Kronwall, a big trade deadline acquisition, he had 46 minutes in penalties in 8 games. He's only played 8 games so far. It was 15. When I looked at his stats, I would have recommended saying, well, why isn't Kronwall playing? You got Pionk there, but he's put up 7 points, so I can see why he's kept him in. Forsling. He's played all the games. I was running 7D, I think, for a while by the looks of it. Forsling is, not as good a player as Kronwall, but he's way more disciplined. Kronwall's got 46 minutes in penalties, and Forsling has 8. So I think he's trying to limit his penalties he's taking. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets in the lineup in this final. I'm sure he could use that experience, but he's winning, so do what you do, Matt, and I'm sure you'll make adjustments as needed. I've got the lineups here. I'm looking head to head. We're going to go through the lines here quickly. You got Carolina's top line. Patrice Bergeron with Alex Steen, Vladdy Tarasenko. That line's doing real well. They're playing well. They're scoring. Then you got, for Winnipeg, you got Crosby, Ovechkin, and Hornquist. It's got your 2 studs and then a guy who can grind and get them the puck. Hornquist actually has 5 game winners, which is a pretty impressive stat. 14 points. He's got 9 goals, and 5 of them are game winners. So that's a interesting stat there. Probably more top-end talent for Winnipeg on that line. But those are both 2 dynamic first lines. Second line, you got Bo Horvat, Patrick Marleau and Cam Atkinson versus Nick Backstrom, Claude Giroux, and Adam Henrique. Looking at scoring numbers, they're similar as well, 14-point range. I would lean on Carolina's line more so out of those myself. Third lines, you got Brandon Sutter, Magnus Paajarvi, and Patrick Eaves versus Henrik Sedin, Brian Boyle, and Ryan Hartman. That's a weird line, Carolina there. You got two real good checking guys there, and Boyle and Hartman, and Sedin, a point getter who has no player with him that can really score points. He still managed to put up 13 points, so he's done well that way. Boyle and Hartman are both down there in points. He must be doing it in power play time, I guess. Power play, he's not on there. So, yeah, I don't know how he's picking up points when the others aren't. Scott Lawton, Nick Shore, and Matt Nieto on the fourth line for Carolina. I don't know. I don't like that line at all. But it beat me, so what are you going to say? You got Winnipeg's fourth line, Nate Thompson, Tim Schaller, an unknown player. So there's a change there, obviously. You look at his scratches and stuff. There's nobody listed there. So there must be some kind of a call-up. Well, I would have thought there was a call-up situation, but there's no games played showing that. So he must be running just the 11 forwards, and then 7D when the opportunity seems fit to put Cronwall back in there. So I guess Nick Dowd and Chris Wagner, they're both listed here. They're not in his lineup. They just don't show up as scratches either, so they weren't showing up on the lineup sheet. But yeah, I guess it's Wagner and Dowd. Wagner gives a bump to that fourth line. That's quite a checking line there with Nate Thompson, Schaller, and Wagner, I guess. Against Carolina's, yeah. So there might be an advantage there for Winnipeg, but I think they've got the advantage in the second line there. Third lines, Sutter, Paajarvi, and Eaves. Yeah, I don't know. They're similar. Brandon Sutter's still leading the way for Winnipeg in scoring. He's got 18 points from that third line. So Ovechkin's his second point getter at 17. He's got Crosby at 16. Hornquist and Marleau both have 14. I said though, goals 4. Sutter's got 9. Crosby's got 9. Hornquist has 9. As far as Conn Smythe possibilities, Winnipeg has a lot of them. Sutter there with the most points. He does only have one game winner. Ovechkin, he could lead the way in points. He's only one behind, so he's a possibility depending on the final. Crosby as well, 9 goals, 16 points. Yeah, he's a candidate. Hornquist with 5 game winners. He has to be, to me right now, he's the favorite. Even though he's only got 14 points, those 5 game winners is a lot. Marleau could have a good final and jump up there. And Holtby as well. He's 12-3, 907 save percentage, 2.77 goals against. It's not like he's completely got the door closed, but they've been good. He's been really good. Definitely not a reason for them to lose. Carolina's side for Conn Smythe. Alex Steen's the favorite. He's the runaway favorite as far as I'm concerned. 20 points leads the team, tied with Nick Backstrom, and 10 goals. He's got 10 goals leading the way for the playoffs. His second highest goal scorer is 7, Giroux and Henrique. So Backstrom again in 20 points as well, but to me, Steen's their favorite. Bobrovsky, 12-5 record, 893 save percentage, 2.83 goals against. So again, not blow-away numbers. They're very solid. So Conn Smythe favorites. There's a number of them for Winnipeg, and Steen for Carolina. Um, both good guys, good GMs. So I wish you both good luck. You're both going to be winning your second championship. Or one of you, sorry, is going to win your second championship. The other's going to fall short. Reminds me of a team I know. Yeah. The Bruins fell just short. I'm proud of what they did. I wasn't expecting them to run this deep this year anyways. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's always nice to enjoy. It's tough getting that close and falling just short. But I'm not one of those fans that gets upset and starts flipping out and whatever. St. Louis was a good team. Good. I like the style they play. I don't have any hatred towards them. The only guy I didn't really like was Perron. I really don't like David Perron, but the rest of them, there's a number of them there I'd take on my team. Ryan O'Reilly's a fantastic player. I like the defense they got. Binnington, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of his attitude. I didn't really like him too much either, but his bounce back's incredible, so I'll give him credit. So that's all I'll say about the NHL. Would have been nice to get one more there, but I think Chara would have liked that, from their time. So we'll see how next year goes, but same case for one of these two teams. Wolf and Matt, there you both got this far. Congratulations on that. So look at that as a win. Regardless, one of you is going to win and one is going to lose. And as heartbreaking as it'll be, you both have recent championships to live off of, and you've had great seasons, so be proud of that. We'll hop over quickly to the big board here. I want to wrap this up. I got to get going. Spin this camera around. Found my sheet. It was in my work truck. So I updated it. I went 7-8 in that first round. With Winnipeg, Colorado, Vancouver, LA was the incorrect. I had Detroit and Buffalo, Carolina, and New Jersey. They were all correct. East Conference Finals, I picked Buffalo and Carolina to advance, which they did. I had Buffalo moving on, so I got that one incorrect. Updating the board. Buffalo's out. Carolina's in. The other side, I had taken Vancouver to advance, which they did. Winnipeg, I had out for Colorado, but Winnipeg went on. In picking that series, I had taken Vancouver. Wrong. Winnipeg moved on. We got Winnipeg versus Carolina. Overall record around 7-8 for 8, 3 for 4, and 0 for 2. That's good for 10 out of 15. Started off hot. Definitely cooled off. So we've got Stanley Cup. That's what we're playing for right there. The winning team is going to be okay, so winning team's going to be Winnipeg in 6. I picked against you the entire playoffs. You've proved me wrong over and over and over again. I don't think you can pull it off in 5 this time, but I think you can beat them in 6. Sorry, Wolf. I would have liked to pick you. Like I said, you're both deserving GMs, though. I think Winnipeg's going to pull this off. There's just something going on there. And I think that bottom line, that could do it. It's enough. Winnipeg in 6. Okay, good luck to you both. And that'll wrap it for this. I guess the next thing we'll have is the draft coming up after the playoffs. Maybe I'll pop on and congratulate the winner real quick. We can do that. Yeah, well, I got that. Let me, this stick right there. This is something Will would be interested in. That right there is a Bobby Orr signed game stick. My grandparents were friends with Freddie Stanfield's grandparents. That's why his name's in marker. And then the rest here, hard to make them out. Get this thing to focus. There's There's Wayne Cashman, Ken Hodge, Johnny Busick is this one, Donnie Marcotte, Greg McKegg, Dallas Smith. Got some of them I can't read. Jacques Plante on there, Phyllis Bazito, Bobby Orr, Nick Beverly, Terry O'Reilly, Derek McKenzie, Freddie O'Donnell. Not sure that one. Don something. Nick Beverly is up here. It's from 71 or 72. It's either 70, 71 or 72. I forget which year it sticks from. It's a pretty cool piece. Anyway, I thought Will would like that. I just happened to see it in the background. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, so we'll wrap this. We're get on to the draft here soon after the playoffs are all done. I'll come on, congratulate our winner, and move on from there. As we have free agencies coming up, I'm sure we'll have announcements there. We're going to continue to use this Facebook profile for that sort of thing. Do announcements this way. This makes it more personal, and I don't know. Sometimes I ramble, like now. Anyways, I'm going to go camping, have some fun, take a much needed break if things have been nuts around here. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Enjoy the weekend, and good luck in the final, boys.